Did you know there's a way to keep your clothes smelling fresh for days without having to wash them all the time? That's right. Many people don't know this and end up wasting time, water, and cleaning products. If you're tired of taking clothes out of the closet and smelling that musty or stored smell, this video is for you. I'm going to show you 10 simple tricks that will completely change the way you care for your clothes in the laundry room. These are methods anyone can do at home, without complications and without spending a lot. The best part is that you'll save money because you won't need to buy those expensive products that promise miracles but deliver nothing. And look, if you don't learn these tips now, you'll continue wasting time washing clothes all the time and still have to deal with that bad smell that clings to the fabric. So stay with me until the end, because I saved the best trick for last, the one that really makes a difference and that few people know. Let's get started right now. Tip 1. The power of white vinegar in rinsing. Do you know that white vinegar you have in your kitchen? Well, it's one of your clothes' best friends when it comes to a lasting, pleasant smell. Many people don't know this, but white vinegar has the power to eliminate soap residue that sticks to fabric. And it's precisely this residue that causes clothes to have that strange smell after being stored for a while. In addition, vinegar helps remove those strong odors that sometimes become ingrained, like the smell of sweat or food. The way to use it is very simple. When you wash clothes in the machine, put half a cup of white vinegar in the fabric softener compartment. If you wash by hand, add the same amount to the water for the last rinse. The vinegar will act as a natural softener, leaving clothes soft and without that chemical smell that some products leave. And don't worry, the vinegar smell disappears completely when the clothes dry. What remains is only the freshness. Another good thing about vinegar is that it helps preserve the colors of clothes. So if you have clothes that are fading, vinegar will help keep the color vibrant for longer. This means your clothes will last longer and stay beautiful. And there's more. Vinegar also helps soften fabrics naturally, without needing those industrial fabric softeners that are full of chemicals and can cause allergies. For those with sensitive skin, this is wonderful. You'll see that after using vinegar a few times, your clothes will have a clean, fresh smell that lasts much longer. And the best part is that vinegar is cheap and you can find it in any supermarket. So there's no excuse not to try this wonderful trick. Try it for a few washes and you'll notice the huge difference it makes. Tip 2. Dry in the sun, whenever possible. You might not believe it, but the sun is one of the best allies for keeping clothes smelling fresh and free of bacteria. When you dry clothes in the sun's rays do an incredible job of eliminating microorganisms that cause bad odors. It's like a natural and free disinfection. In addition, the fresh air helps to ventilate the fabrics and refresh the scent of the clothes. Therefore, whenever possible, avoid drying clothes indoors or in enclosed spaces. These environments tend to be humid and poorly ventilated, which causes clothes to take much longer to dry and end up with that musty smell. When you dry clothes in the sun, they have that lovely clean smell that everyone loves. It's that fresh laundry scent that reminds you of childhood, you know? Now there's an important detail. Don't let clothes dry too long in the sun, especially colored items, because strong sunlight can fade the colors over time. Ideally, place colored clothes in a place with indirect sunlight or take them off the clothesline as soon as they are dry. White clothes can stay in the sun longer because the rays help to whiten them and remove yellowing stains. Another tip is to shake the clothes well before hanging them on the clothesline. This helps loosen the fabric fibers and makes the clothes dry faster and less wrinkled. When you shake the clothes, you also eliminate any soap residue that may have remained. And always hang clothes inside out, because this protects the colors and prevents the sun from fading the outside. If you live in an apartment and don't have an outdoor clothesline, try placing the clothes near a sunny window. This helps a lot and makes a huge difference in the smell of your clothes. Tip 3. Use baking soda for washing. Baking soda is another simple product that works wonders in the laundry room. It has the ability to neutralize odors and leave clothes much cleaner and smelling fresher. Unlike other products that only mask the smell, baking soda actually eliminates bacteria and odors at the root. Therefore, if you have clothes with a strong smell or that have been stored for a long time, baking soda is the perfect solution. It's very easy to use. Add 2 tablespoons of baking soda along with the laundry detergent when washing. If the load of laundry is large, you can use up to 3 tablespoons. The baking soda will enhance the cleaning power of the detergent and will leave clothes smelling much fresher. It also helps soften the water, which makes the detergent work better and rinse more easily. This means less residue stuck to the fabric and consequently, less chance of bad smells. Another advantage of baking soda is that it is gentle on fabrics, so you can safely use it on delicate clothes, towels, and even baby clothes. It doesn't contain harsh chemicals and doesn't cause allergies. If you have someone at home with sensitive skin, this is a great alternative to manufactured products. Baking soda also helps to whiten white clothes and remove stubborn stains. If you have a garment with sweat stains under your arms, for example, you can make a paste with baking soda and a little water, rub it on the stain before washing, and let it sit for about 15 minutes. Then just wash normally. The stain comes out, and the bad smell too. And just like vinegar, baking soda is super cheap and easy to find. You can buy those large packages and use it both in the kitchen and in the laundry room. It's a versatile product that shouldn't be missing from your home. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive all the updates. And feel free to comment below where you're watching from. I love knowing who's following the channel. Now let's continue with more amazing tricks. Tip 4. Remove the clothes from the washing machine immediately. This is a mistake many people make without realizing how much it affects the smell of their clothes. You know when you put clothes in the washing machine and then forget about them for hours? Well, that's terrible. When clothes sit in the machine after the cycle is finished, they start to develop a horrible, musty and damp smell. And then drying them won't help because the smell has already penetrated the fabric. You'll have to wash everything again. Therefore, as soon as the washing cycle is finished, take the clothes out immediately and hang them on the clothesline. Don't leave them in the machine for even half an hour. If you're busy and can't rush to get them out, at least open the lid or door of the machine to let the air circulate. But ideally, take them out right away. When you do this, the clothes dry faster and have that clean smell you want. Another important thing is that by taking the clothes out quickly, you prevent them from getting too wrinkled. Clothes that are piled up in the machine for too long get all wrinkled, and then you have to iron them for much longer. So, besides protecting the smell, you also save work when ironing. If you're in the habit of putting your clothes in the wash at night before bed, change that habit. Put them in the wash at a time when you'll be awake so you can take them out as soon as it's finished. Or program the machine to finish when you wake up, if it has that function. That way, you can take them out and hang them up early, taking advantage of the morning sun. Doing this becomes a habit very quickly, and in a short time, you won't even think about it anymore. You'll do it automatically, and your clothes will thank you, believe me. Tip 5. Store clothes completely dry. It seems obvious, but many people put clothes away in the closet when they're still damp. And that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make if you want your clothes to smell fresh. Damp clothes in the closet are synonymous with mold, mildew, and that horrible musty smell that's almost impossible to get rid of. Furthermore, moisture can ruin the fabric and even stain clothes. Therefore, before folding and storing any garment, make sure it's completely dry. To be sure, run your hand over the fabric, especially the seams and thicker parts like collars and cuffs. If you feel the slightest moisture, Let the garment air out a little longer before storing it. It's better to wait a few extra minutes than to have to deal with moldy clothes later. On rainy or very humid days, clothes take longer to dry. In these cases, you can use a fan to help speed up the process. Hang the clothes on a clothesline indoors near the fan and let the air circulate. This will make them dry faster and prevent that musty smell. Another option is to use the dryer if you have one at home. But be careful, not all fabrics can go in the dryer, so always check the garment label first. When you store clothes completely dry, they retain their fresh smell for much longer. And the closet is also protected against mold and humidity. You'll notice that your clothes will last longer and will always have that pleasant clean scent, even after weeks of storage. So, don't rush when putting things away. Let everything dry properly, and you'll see the huge difference it makes. Tip 6. Scented sachets in the closet. Now let's talk about a trick that's not only practical, but also super enjoyable. Using scented sachets inside your closet is a simple and inexpensive way to keep your clothes smelling fresh for much longer. You can make these sachets at home using lightweight fabrics like voile or cotton, and filling them with natural ingredients that release a delicious aroma. There are many options. You can use dried lavender, which is one of the most traditional and has a calming and fresh scent. Or you can use cloves, cinnamon sticks, dried citrus peels like orange and lemon, or even dried rose petals. All these natural ingredients will gently and lastingly scent your clothes without the artificial smell of manufactured products. To make the sachets, cut small pieces of fabric, place the chosen ingredient in the center, and tie with a ribbon or string. You can make several sachets and spread them throughout the closet, placing them on shelves, in drawers, and hanging them on hangers. The scent will gradually spread, and your clothes will absorb that pleasant aroma. The great thing about these sachets is that they last a long time. Depending on the ingredients you use, they can last from 1 to 3 months. When you feel the scent is fading, simply replace the filling or make new sachets. It's an economical and natural way to keep everything smelling fresh. Besides adding fragrance, some ingredients like lavender also help repel moths and other insects that can attack clothes. So, you're protecting your clothes and keeping everything smelling great. If you don't want to make sachets, you can simply put the ingredients in an open jar and leave it in a corner of your closet. That also works really well. Experiment with different combinations and discover which scent you like best. Tip 7. Wash clothes with the right amount of soap. This is a very common mistake that most people don't realize. Using too much soap when washing clothes doesn't make them cleaner. On the contrary, it can even worsen the situation. Excess soap cannot be completely rinsed and ends up sticking to the fabric fibers. And it is precisely this soap residue that attracts dirt, causes allergies, and leaves clothes with a bad smell after being stored for a while. Therefore, always use the amount recommended on the product packaging. If the water in your region is soft, you can even use a little less. The soap will last longer and your clothes will be better washed. When you put in too much soap, the machine can't rinse everything properly, even with several rinse cycles. So, you're wasting product and also damaging your clothes. Another important thing is to choose a good quality soap. It doesn't have to be the most expensive, but it needs to be efficient. Very cheap soaps and unknown brands sometimes don't clean properly and even leave residue. It's worth investing a little more in a good product that will make your clothes last longer and always stay clean and smelling fresh. If you use liquid detergent, the same rule applies. Don't overdo it. And if you wash by hand, dissolve the detergent well in the water before adding the clothes. This helps the detergent to distribute better and work more efficiently. Also pay attention to the type of detergent you use for each type of clothing. Delicate clothes need neutral detergent, while white clothes can use detergent with bleach. Using the right product for each type of fabric makes all the difference in the final result. Tip 8. Always keep the closet well ventilated. A closed, poorly ventilated closet is the perfect breeding ground for moisture and mold. When this happens, all your clothes will have that awful musty smell, even if they're clean. Therefore, it's very important to keep your closet well ventilated. Open the doors every day, at least for a few minutes, to let the air circulate. If possible, also leave the drawers slightly open. This will renew the air and prevent moisture from getting trapped inside. On sunny days, take advantage of the opportunity to open the closet wide and let the sunlight in. The sun helps dry any accumulated moisture and also eliminates bacteria and mites. If you live in a very humid place, you can use silica gel packets inside the closet. They absorb moisture from the air and help keep everything dry. You can buy silica gel at home goods stores or even reuse the packets that come inside shoeboxes and new bags. Another tip is not to overfill the closet. When clothes are packed too tightly, air cannot circulate between them, greatly increasing the chance of mold growth. Leave some space between hangers and don't stack too many items on shelves. This will allow air to circulate through all the clothes and keep them fresh. If you notice that any clothing smells musty, remove it from the closet immediately and wash it again. Don't leave it with other clothes, as mold can spread. Take the opportunity to clean the inside of the closet with a damp cloth and a little vinegar. This will eliminate any mold residue and leave everything smelling fresh again. Before we continue, let me tell you something quick. If you want to have a clean, organized, and fragrant home without wasting hours of your day or spending money on expensive products, I've prepared a complete guide with easy homemade recipes, a weekly checklist, and professional tricks that really work. The link is in the first pinned comment. Now let's continue with the video. Tip 9. Separate clothes by fabric. Type. Many people don't know this, but washing all types of clothes together can damage the smell and durability of the garments. Each type of fabric has different needs when washing. Cotton clothes can be washed with hotter water and more agitation, while delicate fabrics like silk and lace require special care. When you mix everything, you risk damaging the more fragile items and still not being able to properly clean the heavier clothes. Therefore, always separate clothes by fabric type before washing. Make one load with only cotton clothes, another with delicate items, and another with towels and sheets. This will ensure that each type of fabric receives the appropriate treatment and is clean and smells fresh. Another important separation is by color. White clothes should be washed separately from colored clothes because the dyes from colored items can bleed into the water and stain the whites. And very dark clothes, such as black and navy blue, should also be washed together to prevent fading. Making these separations may seem laborious at first, but over time it becomes a habit, and you don't even think about it anymore. And the result is well worth it. Your clothes will last longer, their colors will stay vibrant, and they'll always smell clean. Plus, you'll avoid those accidents of washing a red garment with white clothes and everything turning pink. Pay attention to the clothing labels as well. They contain important information about how to wash them, whether you can use hot or cold water, and whether you can use a dryer and iron. Following these instructions will make your clothes last much longer and always look and smell great. Tip 10. Use essential oils in homemade fabric softener. And to top it all off, I'm going to teach you a trick that will leave your clothes smelling wonderful and lasting for days. You can make your own homemade fabric softener using essential oils. Essential oils are natural plant extracts that have incredible aromas and properties that are good for fabrics. You can choose the oil you like best, such as lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree, or even citrus oils like orange and lemon. To make the softener, you will need white vinegar, baking soda, and the essential oil of your choice. In a container, mix 1 cup of white vinegar with 2 tablespoons of baking soda. It will foam, but that's normal. After it stops foaming, add 10 to 15 drops of essential oil and mix well. Your homemade fabric softener is ready. Use 2 tablespoons in the softener compartment of your washing machine or add it to the final rinse water if you wash by hand. This softener will leave your clothes soft, fragrant, and will also help preserve the fabrics. Vinegar removes soap residue, baking soda neutralizes odors, and essential oil leaves a delicious scent. The best part is that it's all natural, without harsh chemicals that can cause allergies or skin irritation. You can make a larger batch and store it in a sealed container. It lasts a long time, and you'll always have it on hand. Experiment with different combinations of essential oils to discover which aroma you like best. Some people like to mix lavender with eucalyptus. Others prefer orange with mint. The possibilities are endless, and you can create your own personalized perfume for your clothes. In addition to leaving a wonderful scent, essential oils also have antimicrobial properties, meaning they help eliminate bacteria and fungi that can cause bad odors. So, you're protecting your clothes and keeping them fragrant. It's a complete and very economical solution. We've reached the end of the video, and now you know 10 simple tricks that will transform the way you care for your clothes. You don't need to spend money on expensive products or waste hours washing clothes all the time. With these tips, your clothes will smell fresh for days, and you'll save time and money. The most important thing is to start putting what you've learned here into practice. It's no use just watching and doing nothing. Choose 2 or 3 tricks that you found most interesting and start using them today. You'll see the difference quickly, and little by little, incorporate the other tricks until it becomes a natural habit. Remember that caring for your clothes the right way makes them last much longer. You'll spend less buying new clothes, and you'll always have beautiful and fragrant pieces in your closet. It's a small change that brings huge results to your daily life. Now I want to know from you, which of these tips did you like best? Which one will you start using first? Tell me in the comments. I love reading your experiences. And if you already use any of these tricks or know another method that works well, share it with us too. Let's exchange ideas and learn together. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, take this opportunity to subscribe now and activate the notification bell. That way you won't miss any new videos with amazing tips to make your life easier. I post new content every week with cleaning, organization, and household economy tricks. Everything is designed to help you have a more practical and pleasant home. Before finishing, I want to remind you of something important. If you want to have a house that's always clean, organized, and smells great without wasting hours of your day, and without spending money on expensive products, I've prepared a complete guide with simple homemade recipes, a weekly checklist, and professional tricks that really work. The link is in the first pinned comment. It's worth checking out to transform your routine in a practical and economical way. A big hug, and see you in the next video.